Did you know that Master Duel and Konami just did the unthinkable? They literally unbanned every single Yu-Gi-Oh card and gave you access to it in Master Duel. I'm not even joking. You can play whatever you want. You can play 3 Pot of Greeds, 3 Graceful Charities. You can do like 50 pieces of the Exodia pieces. You probably don't want to do that, but you can. And worst of all, they brought back tier limits at 3. Full power. And yes, that deck is all over this event. So we're not going to do that. We're going to have fun with it. We're going to be annoying today because today we are going to summon Exodia. So they have Duel Trial Unlimited, and honestly, by the time you're watching this video, this event is already gone. I hate Duel Trials because of how short they are. They last 3 days, and the reward is a nice singular pack of cards. That's it. This is where they add Time Wizard, basically, where they have the old formats, and again, it always lasts like 3 or 4 days. I will say it is interesting to see what happens when you throw in the complete chaos of the different rules that they do. I like that. And this one, while I don't like the fact that every single deck is tier limits and full power, which is insane, by the way, I do like the fact that we can do something like this. And no one else is doing this, by the way, because no one's going to commit to crafting 3 copies of Graceful and Pot of Greed to never use it again and basically waste of gems. But luckily, I already had these from playing old formats from back in the day, and I didn't have to craft anything. But this is kind of what I came up with. You need a turn 2 option. So the turn 2 option is hopefully you have Maxi and your Mulch Armies. Usually, if you activate these, especially if you do 1 plus another or plus Max C, your opponent's always going to pass it over to you. At that point, it's just hoping that you draw into the right cards. The only issue is I have not been winning with this. I have not pulled off an Exodia move a single time today, and I've been playing for like an hour kind of testing things out. We're going to make this work, and whether we go first or second doesn't matter. We're pulling off an Exodia play today, right? Yeah. All right, Duel 1. We got Danny with the Dododoya levels of titles back there. We are going to be going second, which again, hopefully if we open up our Maxis and Mulch Armies, great, I'll pass over. If not, all 5 pieces. Oh, this hand is gross. This hand is gross. Bro, I mean, like, are you kidding me? Watch these draw into nothing. All right, Rulia's gonna go out first. The funny thing about this is, yeah, that's fine. The funny thing about this is, a lot of the boards that people have been setting up have usually turned into like interactions on the board. So when I start hitting with the Pot of Greeds and the Graceful Charities, it doesn't like do much. What does this do? Oh, wait, Earthbounds? Oh, Soul Resonator. Soul, okay. So are we playing like just straight up Archfiends here? Interesting. I can't tell if this is like a broken deck from back in the day or something, or if this is just someone trying to play Archfiends, which it looks like it is. And if that's the case, Archfiends, they usually interact with monsters and stuff on board, right? Like monster effects. They get like the big Archfiend out. Isn't it cards like the card says if this is attacked or if your opponent activates monster effect, banish everything or something like that? I don't have to worry about that. Plus, I do have Widow Anchor, which is nice. And what Widow Anchor does, as long as I don't control a monster in the monster zone, I can basically negate a card on the field. If I have 3 or more, I get to take control of it, which is also nice. So depending on where we get and how far we get, we could take whatever they put on board and see where that goes, but I don't really know. This might take a second, so I guess I'll see you guys when the combo's done. Is that it? Yeah, hold on, is that it? Is that all they're doing? Oh no, they're still doing more. I was about to say, I was like, if this is where it's ending, I guess I don't even have to say see you guys until the next one. Can I target this? Can I be sure my card effects? Fine. Important actors month. Yeah, this is the one that's literally like if you attack or banishes everything that I have, which I'm not worried about. All right, we get to actually do stuff, and they blasted out the Ash Blossom earlier, which is nice. So let's play this game. All right, first things first. Yeah, I don't care what you got, bro, unless you have something that says no spells can be activated. Imagine they activate Eradicator Virus. I guess I'll die then. What is activating? Is it a back row? They have nothing in the graveyard. All right. Upstart Goblin first. Imagine they have another Ash Blossom and they stop this. Won't be surprised at this point. Are you stupid? It's. Oh, I know they're about to be sick. I know they're about to be sick. It's a +1, bro. I know they're about to be. Oh, they're gonna be so ill. They're about to be so ill. What is this? Your opponent activates a card effect like control. Yeah, we don't really care. I don't care about this. Pot of Greed to draw 2 more Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Perfect. Activate Into the Void to draw one more Yu-Gi-Oh card because I have to win right now. If I don't, then it is what it is. Perfect. Now I'm going to activate Graceful Cherry to draw 3 more Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Watch me like draw only my Mulch Armies and then do nothing with it. I mean, that was kind of dangerous. It was close. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Now we activate. You know what? You know what's funny about this? I can just take their card. Give me your card. Yeah. Yeah, let me get that card. Now we do Into the Void. See, we're getting kind of cucked now. Well, hold on. We got some draw power. Draw another card. Our Duality. Let me get another card. Okay. Ooh, we'll take the Graceful. Take the Graceful. Right? Yeah, we'll take the Graceful. It doesn't go to the bottom. It reshuffles. That's very, very important. Now we do Pot of Greed again. You're gonna get Exodia, bro. Ooh, Wonder Wand. Beautiful. We summon Witch of the Black Forest. Let's get another piece of Exodia. Yeah. Draw 2 more Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Ooh, and we get another piece. We get the hand. Oh, bro, you're about to get obliterated. No! I wasn't even gonna draw it. No, my luck, the last piece was the very last card. Hey, it's kind of working, but to be fair, it was Archfiend. The deck doesn't do anything. Let's get into another one. I do kind of find it super satisfying to just resolve Pot of Greed like that again. By the way, if you are also satisfied by Pot of Greed just popping up like that, you are now obligated legally to leave a like on this video and a comment. Pot of Greed or Graceful Charity, pick one. What's the better of the two and why? Ooh, nice little hand right there. So hear me out. This is going to be an Ash Blossom magnet. Okay, we're good. Okay, now we're going to activate Auto Duality. Funny if they had one singular, if they had a singular copy of Droll, I just die. All right, now we upstart. What we get here? 1 day of peace is great. That's gonna give me another turn. 1 day of peace. Draw another card. Another upstart goblin. Not yet, because they're gonna draw a card, and I don't want them to draw into like Ash Blossom or something. Pot of Greed again. They're not gonna stay for this. There's no way. 1 day of peace. Ooh, engage is gonna let me draw another card, which is nice. Get our Widow Anchor out. Perfect. And draw another Yu-Gi-Oh card. So I'm terrified of activating Into the Void because I will lose my entire hand. So I think what I have to do to be smart is we're just going to set. You know what? We're just gonna set both of these and end my turn. There was a world where I probably should have held 1 day of peace for next turn, but I don't know. It's very tricky. How many? That was 2 Pot of Greeds, 2 Pot of Greeds, and no Gracefuls. Okay. Oh, chicken game. I didn't even think about that. All right. Oh, and Pseudo Space. Are you playing it? They're playing the same deck as me. Am I about to get reverse Exodia? I think I am. Oh my god, I think I'm going to get reverse Exodia. There's no way. Allure of Darkness is crazy. What are you banishing? Ray. Oh, they might just be playing Sky Strikers? You know what? I'm gonna let them play it out because I feel like they earned it. But they gave me a good idea. I'm gonna steal their idea from them. I'm absolutely gonna steal their idea from them. Because not being able to run triple Allure and using that with Ray is insane. That's a way better combo than Witch of the Black Forest. Wait, is that a good on the screen? It can't be. It's impossible. Right, so we're gonna go ahead and drop the Witch of the Black Forest. We'll drop this, and we'll drop that. So now we have 3 copies of Ray, and we have just enough spots for 3 copies of Allure. This is nice. Only thing is like, who's gonna let me do this many times? Is what I want to say. All right, this is what I'm gonna do, courtesy of that last duel. Let's see if this is enough to pull off some Exodia plays before this event goes away. Yo, shout out to that last duelist because out of this event, again, because no one wants to spend the UR gem, so I get it. But that was by far the only player I ran into that did something different. That wasn't like a full power tier element or just playing their deck that they didn't normally have. So shout out to them for actually trying. And I got Exodia in my own video. That's crazy. All right. And they gave me an idea. So I'm gonna steal their idea for this. Look at that. And it's already off to a great start. So I think we do Power Duality first because I want this Ashed if they have Ash. I don't plan on summoning anyway. So if they stop this, ooh. Oh, but they see what we're doing. They might just scoop. It might honestly just scoop. So I think we do 1 day a piece first. Just because ooh, and you know what? I'm gonna Into the Void as well because I have to win here. There's no way they're gonna let me like last otherwise. We do this, drop 1. Beautiful. Because now we can do this. I can engage and then grab Ray. And now I can do Allure of Darkness. That is so brilliant. And we draw 1 too. This is broken. Insanely broken. So let's do Into the Void again. And again and again. Bro, broken. Broken. Actually insane. My opponent's looking at their draw that they just didn't draw. Alright, now Allure of Darkness to draw 2. And hopefully we can get another Ray. Goodbye, Ray. And now we're gonna hit him with the classics. Pot agreed to draw 3 Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Beautiful. And then we Upstart Goblin. Yo, can I get another engage? I need to engage. Let's do 1 day a piece. Unironically, I was gonna say I really need that engage because I need to get that raise so I can Allure Darkness again. Bro, they haven't left it. It's crazy. Ray! And then draw another card. Insane. This is broken. And then we Allure Darkness again. Now again, Into the Void is active, so if I die here, it's over. Goodbye, Ray. Oh, we got to do it again? The sequel! We need 2 more pieces and then we win. And 1 more Yu-Gi-Oh card! Probably gonna be the only time you ever see me playing Sky Strikers. Oh, we're so close. If I don't draw it off of this, we lose. We do lose here. Oh, but we have options, okay. Goodbye, Fuvalos. And goodbye, Fuvalos. Okay. Allure again. Bro, where's my... I need 1 more piece, man. 1 more piece. Brother. You know what? It's fine. I want to draw it off a Pot of Greed anyways. Actually, a Pot of Greed to draw Exodia. Exodia! Obliterate! Yeah! Exodia! The impossible is possible! Made today! You were here! It just required me stealing 1 extra strategy from somebody else that I didn't think about. I'm mad because I had the same idea using Engage to, you know, further in the deck out and draw 1, but I was thinking of Widow Anchor, which you can use like also going turn 2 to negate whatever they might have on their field. But that is much better. All right, we did it once. Can we do it twice? And potentially, you guessed it, thrice. In case you're wondering, thrice is twice plus 1. You're welcome. We're educationally here on this channel as well. I will say, shout out to that duelist for not leaving. Because usually when you start drawing that much, the other person is just gonna back out. Because it's solitaire. No one wants to sit through that kind of solitaire. Like, I know people always make fun of Yu-Gi-Oh! Modern for being solitaire. You just go through your entire deck and build your board. But that was literally solitaire at that point. I'm just drawing until I get Exodia and win. If I get hit a snag, then I die. All right, this is actually not bad. I'm going second. So we're going to blast Perulia first. There's a possibility. They're probably playing Malice, I'll be honest with you. And that's fine. Let's see what they're playing first. Because they might just pass. So this is not a very strong hand going first. So if they pass... Sure. Oh, they're trying to burn me, actually. This deck burns you for game, like, turn 1. So it's another, like, FTK strategy, basically. Okay. Boom token. They're bombs. From a bomb factory. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and blast Fuva. You're not summoning from the deck, though, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and blast Fuva. Yeah, this only summons from the graveyard, if I recall correctly. You're just sending a Volcanic Emperor. I'm gonna get a draw here, which is nice. Ooh. Double Fuva. I just realized I can't even activate food because I'm staring at the stupid token. Hey, you know what? Shout out to Shiro the Red for being another player that's actually just doing something. Even though it is an FTK strategy, which is kind of lame, at least it's different. You know, at least it's something that you don't normally get to do. Yeah, this summons from the graveyard, and Meowth isn't out yet. I think by the time you watch this video, Meowth should be out, but for now it's not. Sure. I still have never maxed into Exodia. Maxed or Moltron. I mean, it's kind of like a dream these days, but it's has never happened. I'm sure it happens to some of y'all out there. All right, I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be a very tricky game. We'll play it out. Again, we're having fun here. All right, let's see what happens here. Now, I know this one charges me for playing, of course. You know what I'm gonna do? Nothing actually. I don't remember if they're gonna be summoning anything here. So you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna activate Duelos. This is only when summoned, right? Each time we point in special summons. Yeah. We're not gonna be special summoning, so it's fine. I'll activate a second. Let's do Perulia as well. Screw it. I don't know what's in their hand, if they're summoning anything from hand. I know they can. And then Maxi as well. All right, at this point, they should kind of realize what's happening. Okay, so these 3 cards literally have to get me there. I think what I'll do is I'll do Upstart first, Into the Void, and then Pot of Duality, because I can kind of thin the deck out and then choose one of 3 cards, basically. All right, first things first, Upstart Goblin. Draw 1 singular Yu-Gi-Oh card. That's such a good card. Into the Void we go. Draw another Yu-Gi-Oh card. And you guessed it, 1 more Yu-Gi-Oh card. Getting greedy now. Ooh, beautiful. Now we activate Sky Striker, engage. We're gonna get our Ray over here. And we have 3, right? Yeah, so we're gonna draw another card off this as well. Allure? Oh, Allure would have been broken. Our engages are now dead. Into the Void. Dude, I feel like all my Exodia pieces, there we go. I was gonna say, I feel like all my Exodia pieces are going to be on the literal bottom of the deck. Graceful Charity. Wow. Okay, now I gotta be kind of strategic. Let's do Goodbye Sky Strike Array. And honestly, Goodbye Sky Strike Array. I didn't like doing that, but I had to. Let's see if we can dig into Allure of Darkness here. I need Allure. Allure is great. I'm grabbing this solely so I don't go minus. Grace is gonna make me go minus. Right, now we do Allure of Darkness. Draw 2 more. Watch us draw that Graceful Charity we just saw. Never mind. Goodbye, Ray. Okay, now we can do 1 day apiece so we don't die next turn. This is all damage? Yeah, no, perfect. This is all damage. Good. This is unfortunately dead, but we have Graceful Charity, which is fine. Upstart Goblin. Where's my Exodia pieces, bro? Dog. I Into the Voided, so I'm gonna die here, actually, unfortunately. There we go. Now we're doing good. Goodbye. And goodbye, right? We already activated that. Okay. We have to get there off of this. Pot of Greed! Where's my pieces, bro? Dog, where's my pieces? They're all on the bottom. All right, goodbye and goodbye. This is insane. 1, not yet. I'll do one last. They might draw into something like Ash Blossom and stop me. Into the Void. There we go. Now we're seeing it. Upstart. I'm gonna be short. I'm gonna be literally short. Never mind. Pot of Greed. Pot of Greed's good. Pot of Greed. Draw 2 more. I'm gonna be short. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be short. Oh my god, we're so close. 1 day apiece. Be the next card, bro. Be the next card. 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 Come on. 33% chance. Math. Math. What are you doing? What is that? 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 You do know you get to. You're gonna. I'm gonna draw it. You're gonna help me. Was it even the next one? Let's see if it was the next one. I hope Shiro sees this video. What's the next one? Exodia! Obliterate! That was close. I cannot believe it got that close. At the bottom, bro. I shouldn't have won that one. All right, we'll do one more. I'm sure at this point people are getting kind of bored of this video because just seeing Exodia over and over again. But again, we're gonna do this for one time. But whenever they do these kind of events, there are different rules. I do want to do a video here and there off of it. Depends on what it is. A lot of times it's gonna be like, yeah, no one's gonna really care. But how often are we gonna be able to resolve Pot of Greed and Grace of Charity 6 times? 3 and 3 in a video? Probably not that many. Brother, what is this hand? Okay. Well, hold on. Did I lose a coin toss? I'm not alluring blindly. There's no way. What we're gonna do is we're going to Perulia. What are the odds that they're like, what is this math, bro? What is this math? What is this math? That's what I want to know. And let's do Flua. So there's your double. I didn't know I'm brick, they could pass, and then I'm gonna do the exact same thing again. So let's see if that happens. But you know what? Knowing this game, knowing this mode, this is definitely Tenpai, and it doesn't matter. Tier limit players that understand you're playing your deck it's Tenpai. I knew it. Tier limit players that kind of understand because you're playing a deck that's you know, you miss. People love that deck. Then once you played it, it did terrible things to the game itself. But the Tenpai players, I don't understand. The people that are just playing Tenpai confuse me. It's like, bro, go outside, man. Talk to a woman, I beg you. Please. Or a man. Oh my god, there's another piece. Alright, I'm not giving the satisfaction of getting the final hit. Because you're a Tenpai loser. I know someone's gonna be like, those are harsh words. It's the realest words you'll get. Anybody that actually plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Will tell you we don't like Tenpai players. We think they're just cornballs. You know what's crazy about this deck list? This is just a normal deck list, right? Yeah, they're not even playing full power. They're just playing Tenpai to play Tenpai. Okay, I know I said one more, but Tenpai losses don't count. Everybody knows that if you run into a Tenpai player, it doesn't actually count. It's not a real person. It's not a real duel. My first time going to locals, by the way, I played against a Tenpai player. And that's how I got introduced to IRL paper Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I just kind of stopped going. I'm like, speaking of which, again. You know, the best part about Tenpai players is a lot of times they play board breakers, so they're not going to have many responses to my draw powers, but I need to actually draw first and foremost. All right, this is great. It's fantastic. So, I'm going to activate 1 day apiece first. Now, you know what? We're going to do this first because they always ash this. They always ash this. All right, that's great. But they don't have an ash unless their toggle is off and they're smart about it. All right, now we just do 1 day apiece. We're going to draw 1. Probably should have done that later, but you know what? Just in case. Pot of Greed, draw 2. Okay. You know what? Hear me out. I'm actually going to end my turn here. I'm going to end my turn because I can't die. And Into the Void is such a double-edged sword that if I activate it and don't draw into Exodia, it says during the end phase, discard your entire hand. That's the big problem with it. Now, my opponent might actually not realize that I have, yeah, let's do both. My opponent might not realize that I have, whatchamacallit, 1 day apiece active. So they might just pop off and then do nothing. Let's see what happens here. There's a world where I was probably gonna just activate Fubalos if I draw it, but you know what? If they summon once, which they likely will from the hand, especially if they're playing Tenpai, we're gonna draw into a lot. So let's see what happens. Gingerbreads. Hold on. I guess I'll read this card. I started reading it and my brain was just glazed over it. 3 opponents stay by face. You can have as many monsters as possible. Wait, no, it's not Tenpai. Okay, just making sure. I'm gonna go ahead and activate this Max C. You know what's funny about this? Because I didn't reveal what I'm playing, they might think I'm playing just Sky Strikers. They might try to deck me out and not realize that I have Exodia. So if we end on a deck out attempt, but an Exodia counterplay, it might be the funniest thing in the world. So let's see what happens here. But honestly, these 3 cards right here, I feel like are good for next turn. So if they pass it over to me, I'm gonna do good. What does this do again? Again, I try to read this. During your opponent's stay in my face, you can have as many monsters as they control as possible. Gain 600. Wow, we draw a lot. Gain 600 attack, yada yada. You know what? It doesn't really matter. We're gonna draw into Exodia here in a second. What's funny is that they probably think that they deadass are going to deck me out, and they're not going to. Oh, they are. They're quitting. Okay. Oh, you know what? I just realized fluid loss might hurt me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right now we have 5. The way the multi armies work, they also have a second effect that says during the end phase, the amount of cards the opponent controls plus 6 is how many you get to keep. If you're over that, you have to shuffle in cards at random to kind of like counter that. So, hey, hold on, mate. Hold on. Okay, so they're gonna summon 2 more times. Oh, Peruli. I was like, why did I not draw twice off of that? What are you gonna summon off of this? Surely it's not Red Eyes Fusion. It's Red Eyes Fusion. Okay, I'm not worried about that. I am not worried about that. So right now they have 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 5. You know what's funny is they're gonna go into attack here in a second, and it's not gonna do anything. Red Eyes, Dark Dragoon! Auto duality. Alright, so we have 1, 2, that's 13. We have 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna shuffle 2 cards back at random. And hopefully the ones that I hit are like, not the ones I'll want to get hit. Like Instant Avoid can get hit, I don't really care. These 2 can technically get hit. You don't get to hurt me, bro. Yep. They're like, why game bug? Well, I one day appeased you, bro. All right, what are we shuffling back? Apply. Wow. That was great. Watch me draw the head back off of this. Watch. Exodia's head! Or upstart. All right. So, I think what we do is we do Power Duality first. We have a lot of draw options, so like, it's crazy. They might stop this. I don't really know. I mean, being able to dig through 3 cards is crazy, but also I want to give them information. I don't want them to know that I'm playing Exodia yet, which I don't think they know. They probably still think we're playing Sky Striker. Or there's the head. There's the head. Oh, they're going to leave. Upstart Goblin to draw 1 single Yu-Gi-Oh card. I kind of want to activate Pot of Greed just so they hit that. Allure of Darkness to draw 2 more Yu-Gi-Oh cards. At some point, you're going to have to activate Red Eyes Black Dragoon. Banish Ray. Goodbye, Ray. All right. I know they're waiting on this one. They're going to hit this one. I activate Pot of Greed to draw 6 more Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They're definitely hitting that one. They're not hitting that one? I activate Graceful Charity to draw 3 more Yu-Gi-Oh cards. All right. Oh, beautiful. We can hit that. And we can hit that. I bought another Pot of Greed. This seems so illegal because it is. Eventually, you gotta start hitting these, bro. Yo, shout out to Cloud Theo for not leaving. Watch Raz as soon as I said that, their field's gonna implode. Graceful Charity for 3 more Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I probably shouldn't have done that one in that order, but it's fine. Let's hit. Honestly, we can hit these. I think I already went through all my, you know what, let's do this one. And then we upstart. You just need 2 more pieces. Where's my piece? Why are they always in the bottom, dog? There's another piece. Upstart Goblin, the sequel. Nothing? Nothing at all? How about 1 Allure of Darkness for you? Surely now we'll get it. Surely we get it now, right?
Bro, we still did not get it. That's crazy.
I mean, again, I have all the pieces for it, so it's fine. But like, damn, dog. Can I draw the cards? Can I live? There it is. Let's get rid of my Ray and Exodia. Take that Red Eyes Dark Dragoon and wipe it off this map. Obliterate! Alright, and that is why a lot of these cards are banned and why Yu-Gi-Oh! Requires a ban list. Not that anyone's ever questioned it. Except for maybe the one person that played Yu-Gi-Oh! On the playground 25 years ago. Came back briefly today and they were like, what is happening? Why is Pot of Greed still banned? That's why. No, Pot of Greed cannot come back. Again, one of the reasons why Pot of Greed is so powerful is essentially it turns your deck into 39 cards. Technically 38. You go +1 off of it. But the fact that it's unlimited, there's also cards that can cycle cards in and out. Like imagine playing Pot of Greed in a White Forest deck where you play Diabel. In your White Forest, draw 2 cards. Oh, you play Pot of Greed first, and then you summon Diabell, and you grab Pot of Greed back, activate it again, draw 2 more cards. There's cards like that that can keep cycling in and out. And on top of that, if you're like, oh, well, you can just Dominus Purge it or Ash Blossom it. Great, I activate Pot of Greed first, knowing you're gonna Ash Blossom it, because no one's gonna let that ever go through. And then I activate my actual starter that you should have ashed, and then you still die. That's why. Can it come back at some point? I won't be surprised, honestly. Konami has done a lot of questionable things over the course of the last 25 years, but anytime soon, I don't think so. That said, video's done. Feel satisfied? Exodia feels satisfied? Hopefully you feel satisfied. If you are, you can let me know by leaving a like on this video and a comment. Again, Pot of Greed or Grace of Charity, which one of the two do you think is better? See you guys in the next upload. Editor, end the video.